48 teams turned up to this World Cup. Realistically, only 10 can win it. The other 38 came for the vibes, the kit, and a group stage exit. So this is the only ranking that matters. The 10 that can actually lift it, in order. A couple of your locks aren't where you think, and one team on here is going to make the comments riot. I'm not spoiling the order, we start at 10. Quick framing first, because the tone matters here. This is shaping up to be one of the most interesting World Cups in years. There are 3 genuine favorites, and behind them, it's a scramble, a real fight for every single round. Loads of hungry sides who'd do anything for this trophy. So this isn't a hit list. I'm taking the actual contenders and being honest about the cracks, the stuff that genuinely worries me about each of them. The criteria, since every ranking needs them: squad depth, the draw, form, the manager, and whether they've got someone who can win a knockout tie on his own. And we go in reverse, from the side with the most question marks up to the 3 who actually look ready. If you want the full deep dive on any one of these, the whole squad, the individuals, all of it, say so in the comments and I'll make it. 10th, the USA, led by the LeBron of soccer. Laugh. But 4-1 against Paraguay at home was not a joke. Neither is the draw or the manager. Pochettino built a monster at Spurs out of spare parts, then got eaten alive by the egos at PSG. A hungry, no-name host squad is the one job that actually suits him. I don't think their chances are high, but they might ruin someone's summer. 9th, Uruguay. Bielsa's built something nasty. 2 problems. Their striker is Darwin Núñez, a man who missed so much in Europe, the continent quietly deported him to Saudi Arabia. And Uruguay have no one else up top. And the captain walked in from a Real Madrid civil war, fell out with Xabi Alonso, fell out with Tchouaméni, went from untouchable to maybe sold, and now Mourinho's in charge, making it very clear whose house it is. Carry that into a World Cup and see how it goes. 8th, the Netherlands, and I feel nothing about them. The leaders aged, nothing's coming up behind, and they lost Xavi Simons to a torn ACL before a ball was kicked. Every favorites list still has them, pure muscle memory from the last World Cup. The reputation's doing the heavy lifting, not the team. 7th, Germany, going backwards, not forwards. Too many positions with no actual top-tier player. Musiala's just back from a broken leg, so expect the careful version. Wirtz was quietly washed at Liverpool all season. And Neuer, at 40, unretired, which sounds romantic until you realize he's one of the reasons the next generation can't get in. Then you remember Kai Havertz is the main striker and you stop expecting goals. 6th, Brazil. 5-time champions, 6th, and the opener told you why. 1-1 with Morocco. Casemiro spent the whole season celebrating with the 6-7, then went and got a 6.7 against them. Anyway, and Neymar's off to his 4th World Cup. Low-key, not as a player anymore, but more as a mascot. They left in-form lads at home to bring him. Vinicius, Rafinha, Endrick, the talent's there, the team isn't. 5th, the champions. Write Argentina off and you get burned. We've all watched this film end with Messi holding something. 6th, World Cup, the farewell. Lautaro and Alvarez around him, a keeper who lives for the big night. They're aging, they're Messi reliant, one pulled hamstring from trouble. 5th is respect, not doubt. 4th, England. Most talent, most chaos. Tuchel, a German, left out Foden, Palmer, and Trent and built the whole thing around Kane. The deeper issue? They still don't know what their best 11 is, and the clock's running. These leaders are going to be near 30 by the next one, and nothing's emerging fast enough. Even Bellingham, after 2 odd seasons in Madrid, has people quietly asking if he's actually that good. The pieces are there. The picture isn't. If you know ball, you've watched this exact movie for 60 years. Third, Spain. European champions, the deepest young core on the planet. Rodri, Pedri, and an 18-year-old in Yamal who decides knockout games on his own. Everyone screamed about 0 Real Madrid players, first time since 1950. It's not the snub they think. Madrid are running their lowest Spanish count in memory and a thoroughly mid-season, and De La Fuente coaches Barcelona in a red shirt. No Madrid players makes perfect sense. The only thing in Spain's way is Yamal's hamstring. Second, Portugal. Above Spain, above England, above the champions. And unfortunately, not because of Ronaldo. Because of everyone else. This is the most balanced generation Portugal's ever had. And at 41, in the worst form of his life, playing friendlies in the Saudi League, Ronaldo seems the weak link. They're this high in spite of him. Here's the case. World Cups are won in midfield. Argentina proved it in 2022. De Paul did the running. A young Enzo linked it. Messi pulled the strings from deep. Now look at Portugal. João Neves is De Paul, only better. Vitinha is Enzo, except on another planet. And Bruno Fernandes is doing, functionally, almost exactly what Messi did from those zones. The chaos, the vision, the passing. Almost exactly. One difference. Finishing. Messi finished. So the whole question is whether Ronaldo, with service this good, can still put it away, or whether the decline's terminal and he's not even a Portugal-level player anymore. Get it right, I really think the best midfield here lifts the trophy. Get it wrong, they go home with nothing. And number 1, France. The team with the fewest cracks and, frankly, the scariest squad here. The depth is just unfair. Everyone fixates on Mbappe, but the actual reigning Ballon d'Or winner in this side is Ousmane Dembélé. Mbappe finished 7th. When the man who just won it in a treble season is your second option, that's not a squad. It's a problem for the other 47. Olise, Doué, Barcola off the bench, Saliba and Konate behind them, Maignan in goal. The only thing that beats France is France. Whether Deschamps, in his last tournament, lets them play or strangles it like he sometimes does. There's noise around Mbappe off the pitch. Noise doesn't stop this much firepower over 7 games. So there's the 10. France on top, Portugal at 2. Yeah, I stand by it. And all the chaos in between. That's my list. I already know some of you are furious, and honestly, that's the point. So tell me where I've got it wrong. Make the actual case down in the comments, and if it's good, I'll say so. And tell me what you want next. A full deep dive on one of these squads, a worst 10, the proper dark horses, whatever it is, I read them. If you made it all the way here, you're one of the real ones, so do the obvious thing and subscribe. I re-rank all 10 after the group stage, and you don't want to miss how wrong I turn out to be. See you after the next one.